Hello everyone, welcome to the third installment of my series on making or putting together a Edwardian full dress white tie ensemble. In this episode we're going to be discussing the shirts, the shoes, and the top hat that I have that I'm going to be wearing with my ensemble. I apologize for the amount of time it took between the last one and this one. As I started doing research on this episode or installment, I started to realize that what I had already purchased in the past was just not going to be sufficient. So I had to order some things, wait for them to come into the mail, and then they've only recently arrived, so I've just now been able to get to making the video. So I hope that you'll bear with me with that. Once this video's up, the next one is going to be on accessories, which I should have everything, so it shouldn't be much of a wait for the next video. So without further ado, here we go. This is my top hat. This hat probably dates to the 1920s. There's not a whole lot of information on the maker online. This was made by J.W. Bennett, hat specialist. Other than that, there's not much going on. There's quite a bit of damage on the lining, but thankfully on the exterior, it's in very, very good shape. There's a couple of patches where it's thin, but overall it's in very good condition. This is actually the first item that I picked up for this full dress from a buddy of mine named Mateo. So if Mateo ends up watching this, what's up, bud? This is an original piece, which is great. As many original pieces as possible I'm trying to incorporate into this. So that is the top hat that I'll be wearing with the full dress. These are the shoes that I will be wearing. These are a pair of black Stacy Adams shoes. They are low quarters and they are actually cap toe shoes. Sort of hard to see in this light, but they do have a cap toe. The laces are black grosgrain with black metal tips, and these are just very basic shoes. Before I would wear them, I would make sure that they were very highly shined. But those are the shoes. Very, very simple, not really something ostentatious. And my shoes will be worn with just a pair of plain black wool socks. Alright, and this is the reason why this video has been delayed as late as it is. Because I had to buy a new shirt. The shirt that I had, just as I started researching, it became apparent that the shirt that I had just was not acceptable with what I'm going for with the full dress. I had a old band collar tuxedo shirt, which didn't really become popular until the very, very late teens, and only then by the very most fashion-conscious sort of mavericks who just decided to forgo tradition. But pretty much everybody, all the way through the popularity of white tie, was wearing this. This is a PK bib front shirt. Now, this is a brand new shirt that I ordered online from a tuxedo vendor. They still make them, thankfully. It's called a bib front shirt because the PK is only in a bib, and I'll show you that in a minute when I take it out of the package. It's still brand new in the package, and I'm going to be opening it right now. So here is the shirt out of its packaging, and as we zoom in here, you can see that the piqué is only in this front strip. And that's because that's what's going to be visible underneath my piqué vest, and the rest of the shirt doesn't need piqué. It can just be a regular white material. Now also there is piqué material down on the cuffs, and here these can be worn with cufflinks. So I have some cufflinks and matching shirt studs that I'm going to be wearing with the shirt. Now one thing that I'm still debating on, but so the purist in me wants to convert this to a band collar so I can use detachable collars. I have an original detachable wingtip collar here that's already stiff. This one's made in England. It's my size. And my first thought was I'm going to convert my shirt down to a band collar so that I can use detachable collars. There's still a part of me that wants to do that, but as I started looking, both of these collars are basically the exact same height. So I would be getting the same type of look off of this, but the purely Edwardian side of me really wants to make it for detachable collars. So I'm still debating that. I know for a fact that I'm going to get rid of that button and replace it with the collar stud, if nothing else. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. For now, I think I'm going to keep it as is, just because I don't feel like busting out the sewing machine and going through the process and potentially messing up my shirt trying to convert it over to a band collar. So for now, I'm probably going to keep it as is. Alright, and then here it is, mocked up with my shirt studs and cufflinks. I'll go into more detail on those in my next video, where I'll go over some of the accessories. But I think that that's going to work very good. The shirt studs in, the collar stud. And then after the third button, it's going to be covered by the piqué vest anyway, so I just have the regular buttons down here. So that is it's going to be it for this video for the shoes, the hat, and the shirt that I'm going to be using for my Edwardian full dress. Not as long as some of the other videos, nor as sewing intensive, but thank you for watching, and tune in next time. We'll be talking about the accessories that go along with this.